In the meantime, let's get in our technical experts as well. We've got Sameet Chavan as well as Ashish Kayal with us on the show. Sameet, to your cues on the markets, given that 8700 has been intact, and your top ideas.
Good afternoon to both of you. We have been maintaining our cautious stance on the markets since last 3 weeks. We saw formation of shooting star pattern that has been formed during the pre-anti-penultimate week, and this particular pattern has been confirmed on a weekly basis. Thus, we have been maintaining our bearish stance, and now since last 2 days we have seen a decent bounce in the market. Nifty has managed to cross 8700 and is now sustaining above that level. But we are not so convinced with this bounce. In fact, 8760, 8800 we are seeing as a very strong hurdle. So we are advising our traders to stay light once Nifty reaches this strong resistance zone. 8500, 8550 seems to be a very strong support in the near term, but with a medium term view we expect Nifty to breach 8500 and to slide lower. So as of now, 8500, 8550 would be a crucial support level to watch out for, and on the upside 8750, 8800 we are seeing as a very strong hurdle. As far as individual stocks are concerned, we have two recommendations both on the short side. First one would be on SBI. We have seen a consolidation in the stock since last 2 to 3 weeks. However, 258, 260 seems to be a very strong resistance. So we would rather take a contradictory call against its last 2 days upward momentum. We would short sell it at current level. 264 would be a stop loss, and 241 we are expecting in probably next 3 to 4 days. Our other short call would be on IT giant TCS. The stock has already given a decent recovery in last 4-5 trading sessions. However, 2450 seems to be a strong resistance, so stop loss would be at 2460, and we are expecting a correction toward 2360.
Okay, two strategies coming in from Sameet. Also bring on board Ashish Kayal. Ashish, hi, afternoon. What's on your trading list? Any individual stock ideas?
Hi, afternoon to you as well and the viewers. The first stock is on the buy side. I think before that, I think the market has bounced back decently and has managed to protect the level of 8540, which we were expecting as a very, very important support. So there is a possibility we might again head higher towards 8800 or probably 8900. And during such scenario, the stocks that has managed to even take out the previous pivot high and is now in new territory should continue to gain momentum. So LIC Housing Finance sharply recovered after touching a momentary low around the 540-550 zone a few days, and it has now again reached to the levels above the resistance of previous pivot highs. So the momentum can continue, so one can create long position in LIC Housing Finance, keeping a stop loss of 570 for the target level of 630. The next stock on the buy side is BPCL. BPCL again, when the market collapsed, this stock managed to find a very strong support near its channel levels, and it strongly bounced back even in today's session and is on the verge of giving a strong breakout on the upside. So the momentum is strong, the positive bar formation is there, and this has been a resilient stock when there is any kind of instability in the market. So one can create long position on BPCL, keeping a stop loss of 605, and the target we can expect around 665 levels.
Okay, there you have it. That's a view coming in on some top calls to watch out for. Meantime, we've got Mubina here telling us which are the top movers and shakers. Mubina, what are the 3 stocks?
Well, the first one has to be Edelweiss Financial. Very stellar gains coming in on that one after the CDPQ, which is North America's largest pension fund, has decided to acquire 20% stake in Edelweiss Asset Reconstruction business, and is essentially targeting investments of 5,000 crore rupees over the next 4 years. Meantime, Scandinavian Insurance Company will have a balance 4% stake. Indian investors will have 16%, and the balance will be held by the Edelweiss Group. Moving on, Jubilant Life Sciences, a big buzzer in trade today, and not only today, in fact, the last couple of sessions have seen that stock rally significantly. Today, however, Jubilant Life has finally announced the awaited US FDA nod for the Ruby DM82 generator, and on the back of that, the stock is trading at lifetime highs. In fact, analysts like Prabhudas Niladhar are saying that this is a big development, as radiology will be the largest driver for pharma and consolidated revenues of the company, and Jubilant's NDA product is only comparable drug to the patent holder Ruby Film. So very important drug for Jubilant Life Sciences. And lastly, it's MOIL, which has announced an increase in the prices of all its ferro grades of ore by 25% and the prices of all of its grades of its fines 20%. Remember that this is the second hike that we are seeing after it took one in the 1st of September. This is the hike that is valid for the quarter.
Okay, quite a few buzzing stocks in there. Mubina, thanks as much for their entire list of movers and shakers. Let's also bring on board some viewer queries as well and take them up with our experts here. And we've got our first live query. Jagannath Joshi joins in on the phone line from Mumbai. Mr. Joshi, hi, good afternoon. What is your question?
Good afternoon. My question is that, I've got into Voltas at a rate somewhere around 489. So should I hold on to it or wait? Or should I sell it right now?
Okay, that's a pertinent query coming in. Sameet, what would you recommend the gentleman on Voltas?
See, we have already seen a spectacular rally in this stock in last 2 to 3 months. The stock rallied from the lower levels of 320 towards 390, 400, and it has been consolidating now since last 3 weeks in a range of 400 to 370. So considering the fact the stock has a very strong resistance around 400, we would rather advise him to book out his profits, and once the stock slides back to say 360, 365, which seems to be a very strong support, so he can re-enter around those levels. So at present, I would suggest him to book out his profits since 400 has become a very strong resistance.
Okay, that's the view coming in of Sameet, target 420 to 430. Meantime, we've got another email query on recent listing Parag Milk. This has been sent in from Shashikant, who says he's got 60 shares of Parag Milk. He's bought it at 343 with a time horizon of the next 6 months. He wants to know if he should hold on or should he sell. What's your outlook, Sameet, as to what he should do here?
Do not have sufficient data to analyze it since it's a newly listed stock, but looking at the daily chart structure, this stock has broken down from its major support level of 310, 308 on a closing basis. Thus, we would expect some correction in the stock at least in the near term. So any bounce back probably towards 325, 330 would be an exit opportunity. So I would ask him to exit once the stock gives a decent bounce towards 325, 330.
Okay, Sameet, great chatting with you. Thanks much for taking the time out today, and Ashish as well. Good to have you on the show as always. Quick break. When we come back, some wealth creation strategies coming your way.